Okay, hey y'all, I'm back and I'm about to get started on a few steps. Although I don't have my oven yet, I have been learning a few things from different channels, and I did find out that you don't have to actually bake during each coating. So right now on Sweetie, I am going to be working on her lips, and I also got my another delivery today in the mailbox. So guess what, guys? I got my needles and my other rooting tool. So I have two rooting tools, one for me and one for my mom. And I have more needles coming. These are the eyes for baby kit Rena. And these are my needles. But we're not going to be rooting just yet because we do have to bake the colors once we get started. So I am excited that those items are here. Okay, these are more plugs and rings for the kids, so we don't need those yet. And the body for Rena, it's on its way as well. And this is the Rena kit from Bountiful Babies. Okay, so, and she is a 20-inch. She's 20 inches, and the Sweetie kit, she is 21 inches. So I have some newborn size babies that I'm going to be working on, and I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, I have I'm gonna have my teacher tutorial on, which I am watching. In the teacher is through Enchanted Creatures, and Rena actually is gonna have open eyes. My lighting is so bright. There you go. So those are her eyes. Wow, this is beautiful. So I'm gonna have fun doing her undertoning, which I do have to go into the creases. Look at those ears. Oh my God. So look at the two different head sizes. That is so cool. So I am going to work on their lips. And let me try to clear the table some, at least. Okay, my Mona Lisa thinner didn't come, so I did go to Walmart and retrieve paint thinner. Okay, so I did put that inside of a little squeeze bottle to be able to put it on the palettes to mix the painting with. I have my little wedges, and I have used clippers to go ahead and nip the wedge for when I'm mottling. I have my sticks to mix my colors, but I also have my brush set as well. But since I'm only going to be working on their lips, which I can sit them out and let them dry and do a layer or two before I have to worry about putting them in the oven, that's what I'm going to get started on doing. So you guys stay tuned, keep watching. Okay, so I have the Ethnic Lip Blush and Nail Color. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, mind you, I am not a professional reborner. I am just now learning and working on my first kit. So let's just clarify that and get that cleared up. This is my first time reborning, and I have watched a lot of tutorials and been trying to keep myself educated on it. So don't quote me on everything that I'm doing, okay? I'm squeezing just a little bit of thinner in here because this palette is not like deep with holes. This one may be just a little deeper. Okay, and I'm not using the big brush. I'm going to be using the smaller ones to be able to paint on. Let's see. So we're going to take a little bit of the Ethnic Lips Blush and Nail. Not a lot. I was told that if it gets too dark, you can add a little vein blue. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more than that. Okay. And you test your color on the sponge just to see how light or how dark it's gonna be. So for the first layer, I don't want it to be too dark because I'm just gonna be outlining the lips. So that's how it looks. Okay. I'm just gonna stir it in until it's fully mixed. Then I'm going to go in with the smaller brush. Let me make sure I don't have my nail tip brush. This is the really thin one, the liner, and this is what I'm going to do the nail tips with. It's kind of hard to see because it's really thin. Okay. I'm going to pour just a little bit more, kind of wet my brush a little bit. Stuff can get a little bit messy. Okay. I didn't have any of my paper towel available. That's what I forgot to get. So I'm using you can use a towel or a rag. Okay, so on my thin brush, I'm gonna do the outlining of the lips one side at a time, and it's gonna go on really thin. There we go. Trying to get a little bit more color out of there. Okay. I'm going to take my other brush, kind of brush it down. Okay. And just a little bit more red so I can get some more coloring. just wiping it just a little bit at a time. Again, mind you guys, I'm basically just doing a little bit at a time, practicing, because this is my first kits that I'm working on. So please don't quote me on everything that you are watching right now. I'm just kind of learning as I go along, and I also am still tuned in to watching trying to get it a little bit more, a little darker where you can see it, but not too dark. There we go. And I'm just brushing the outside. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting. So that's one side. I don't know if y'all can see the difference in her lip color. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, what harm can you do when you are able to have, you know, some kits that you're able to practice on? So, I mean, hey, the only way to go is up. Okay, now I'm gonna paint. Line the other side. Oh. Use the wedges to kind of soak up any extra painting. Although we're gonna line it to add depths to it eventually. So I'm just following the outline. Get a little bit more. I think it's more of this thinner. And it's not odorless, so I smell everything. Okay. So I'm just following the lines of the lip. Okay. You guys can see that. Reddening of her lips. And bring that down. Oh, I'm already loving it. Already loving it. So this side is a little bit more darker than the other side, but I'm gonna be doing more coating. So I don't know if you guys can see her lip color from the bottom to the top. Oh, my lighting is so bright. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's do, I'm gonna try the other side one more time since I've darkened the color. Yeah, I do think it's the thinner, so I would definitely start working on their heads. I would wait for the Mona Lisa coloring. Thinner, sorry. Oh. Follow her lip line. It's exciting. I was getting just a little impatient on waiting because my oven is not going to be in until next week through Amazon. So I was like, well, I watched a video that has told me I shouldn't bake in between each layer. So I was like, okay, that was my sign to start practicing. Make her circle too dark, a little lump on the lip. Oh, I love this already. Already. Can y'all see it? Look at that. Oh my God, it's amazing. Look at that top lip. Yes. Love it. Okay, now I'm going to do the bottom. And then I'll probably do the nose, inside of the nose, inside of the ears. Okay, let's see. That bottom lip is a little thinner than the top. Okay. Go ahead and try to brush that in. I'm gonna have to go inside as well. Oh, I'm loving this already. Look at that. Wow. It's amazing. Okay, so as I seen during my little tutorial class, like awesome. I don't want it too thick. Go inside the mouth. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm all off camera. I'm trying to My mom always called me a perfectionist, so I'm over here like really trying to perfect these lips. They're gonna need more coating, of course, so I have to wait for this little bit to dry. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but so far those little lips are pink. Okay. Now I know using this thinner, clean strip thinner, to not pour as much. Okay. All right, this bottom lip, there we go. So I'm kind of pressing with the other brush in between, very softly, to kind of blend the color into the lips and then to her mouth, because it's not open, but it's got a little dip inside of her mouth. So once I go to my second coating, I mean, when I say this light is bright, it is bright. All right, guys, so let me work on it a little bit more, but this is my first step, which is her lips, and then I'm gonna do her ears and the creases of her inside of her nose, make it a little bit more real, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I've been over here playing with my colors, and I wanted to go ahead and give my baby some color. So as I said, I don't have my oven just yet, so right now I'm doing a third layer of the colors that I mixed, which I mixed the Flesh 7. No, actually I didn't mix the Flesh 7, I'm lying, sorry. I mixed, where did I put it? Flesh 5. And I also mixed Flesh 3. And it gave me this warm, almost biracial color. I could leave it at this color, but once I bake it, I'm gonna do another layer or two. Look at the lips, guys. Oh my God. I just love the lips. I love, love, love the lips. So I'm kind of proud of myself. I started getting nervous when it came to modding with the color and on the whole head, but it has not been baked yet. So this is how it looks, almost like a newborn, where their skin is kind of like not fully colored, but it does have coloring in it. So I'm just over here dipping and dabbing with my colors, and this has took me a few hours. A few hours. It is after 10 o'clock. I've been sitting here doing this since, I want to say 7. So I've been blending and playing around. Now I'm about to do some veining before I darken the color a little bit more. I'm trying to decide how dark I actually want this baby to be. So as you see the difference, this is how pale this one was. Look at the difference. So the color is definitely working. So next I'm going to mix, I'm cleaning the brush because I still have the browns on it. And this is one of my brushes from the Dollar Tree that I'm using to take the paint with. So, oh, which one? Okay. That's the blue veining. It looks dark. Okay. I'm going to take the thin brush again. Let me make sure there's no more color of the red or brown on my brush. And I'm going to start from the back of the head. So no straight lines, just kind of squiggly, because that's how our veins are in our arm. So I'm kind of putting the veins in. Over here, so just bring it down some. Blot it a little bit. So dry my paint in. Wow. I don't want to put too many veins, although we do have a lot of veins. Okay, let me do just a little bit on this side because he's missing, she's missing. I don't know why I keep saying he. That's my son I'm waiting for. Okay, put a little bit over here. Have it going to the ear. Dry that out a little bit. Some people don't like the veins. I think it just give it that realism look. That's amazing. That is amazing, guys. Take a look. So just depending on how dark my Reborn is going to be once I bake and put another layer of color on it. We'll see how these veins look, if I have to darken them again, but so far I am satisfied. It looks like it has hair, but it doesn't. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. It's already looking real. All right guys, keep watching. Okay guys, I'm on to head number 2. I feel like if I go ahead and get a head start before the oven gets here next week, I can just put them right in the oven, go ahead and bake them, and then do my other 2 coatings just to see how dark I want to get them. So as I said, I am so proud of this head. Super proud. Got my veining done, I got the lips done. I find that doing the undertones on an ethnic baby is better to do after all of my baking and baking is done. So for this baby, I'm also doing ethnic because I mostly have ethnic painting colors, but I will be getting into the other coloring for like Caucasian babies as well. So I mixed the Flesh 7, Flesh 5, and Flesh 3 all into this one, and I put just a little hint of the vein color into here just to see if it gives me a different color effect on Kit Rena. I was gonna get a new sponge. Let me go ahead and get a new sponge. Okay, so I'm just brushing it onto there. This time I actually washed, that's why you see the legs and stuff out. I actually washed them. I did not wash Kit Sweetie head first. I totally forgot. But yes, so I washed it this time, and I'm going to go ahead and pounce the head. As I say, I am a beginner at reborning. This is my first time doing everything. So if you are someone who is used to reborning, or you have seen it done differently, please don't judge me. Because as I said, this is my first time, so it's a lot of things that I am doing that is probably, you know, way different than, you know, what somebody else does or what you're used to seeing being done. And as I said, I'm still waiting on other items, as my oven and my Mona Lisa paint thinner is gonna be here between June, I think it said June 2nd and June 8th, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is torturing. This is torturing. I want to start practicing, so just knowing that I don't have to bake right away. So at least after I do bake, once my oven gets here, you know, I can go ahead and start baking in between those coats. Getting in the small areas. Rena's head is a lot smaller than Sweetie's, although they're only an inch apart in sizes. It's so hard, that limbs and everything, but I'm just coating everything right now. Then I'll do the inside of the nose. And she actually has like a little bit of the tongue. I don't know if you can see it inside of her mouth. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be real fun. So it's like the first one, the Sweetie one. You know, I'm just learning the steps and, you know, seeing what I can do different from the first one, you know, and change up things as I go along if it wasn't correct the first time. But I mean, how can you make a mistake if you're not, you know, practicing and going from there? This is gonna be a mighty, I don't want to make the video too long because it makes the uploading, you know, a lot harder. It takes forever to upload, so I don't want to make it too long. It's already 11:34 p.m. So as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I did 3 coats of color on the other kit, so, but I didn't do the priming first on it, so I'm going the correct way this time, coating it first and then doing the mouth and everything else. Try not to touch the lips. I love the lips. It seemed like soon as I did the lips on the other kit, the doll started looking alive already. I had to tell my mom, look, video call me, please. I need to show you this. As soon as I popped the veins on it, I was like, okay, okay, look at you. Go ahead. So I am currently proud of myself. This is something that is very exciting to me, and I cannot wait to see the outcome of everything. I'm trying to be very careful not to touch the lips on it. I can correct it if it does. Just get a brush with some thinner to clean it. Okay, so I just want to make sure I got it everywhere. Then I can use a brush to get behind the ears and into the creases. So this one went a little faster than the other because I did the lips first, just following a tutorial. And I was like, wait, her head looked like it has been primed with the color base already. What am I doing? But hey, practice make perfect, and at least I know I can order more kits and just keep working now that I have my paintings. And they're not expensive at all. You get a set of 8 for $33. That's awesome. Or if you don't want the set and you already have a certain colors and you need to just order just a separate one or 2, they're like $4, $6. So they have good pricing on Bountiful babies. Excellent. They are out of stock on a lot of things, so I ended up having to order things through Amazon, which are the same and a little cheaper. So check it out. Look at that. I love how the color coating looked, because Sweetie didn't look like that at first. So my mom was amazed. She was like, how did you get it that color? How did you get it like that? I'm like, Mom, this is the color that they come, and this is after you start coloring. She's like, oh my God. She was showing my dad. It's so exciting. It's exciting. And she's like, well, whenever you're ready for me to step in and help, I'm ready. So once we get the oven and start baking, and she's, you know, wants to do the hair routine, so I'm excited about that, because there's so many things that my mom and I have done together. We've worked at the rental car place together. We worked at the nursing home together. We worked at the airport together. We worked at the salon together. We've opened up our own salon. We started the braiding at the beach together 20 years ago. So it's just exciting to you know, be able to have my mom by my side. So that's awesome. Look at that. That's just the first coat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the lips and everything, and I'll see you guys on the next video.